Hey there, welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Today we have a player named Philip JE1. We're going with just Philip. Philip's way easier. Hey Philip, how's it going? He's playing the XM57, which is still a pretty new, I think it's from the Christmas crates, is it not? I think, right? Yeah, we're going with that. We're going with that. So he is in the XM57. The XM57 I have found so far in World of Tanks to be a very formidable vehicle to fight. I have been killed by them several times. I have lost conflicts to them several times. Yeah, in general, let's just give you a quick description of this thing, just in case for some strange reason you haven't fought one yet, because they're everywhere, or if you don't have one yourself. These things have a 630 damage gun. They reload in about 18 seconds or so, depending on equipment and crew and all that jazz. And their armor on the front is pretty darn good. Considering this thing is a tier 8, yeah, even your tier 9's probably going to have a hard time with it. Really, and you can see it visually, it looks a lot like a T-28. But it has a turret that can traverse 75 degrees each direction. It's got 7 degrees of gun depression. You know, honestly, it's a pretty formidable vehicle in every way. And especially when Philip here loads the premium rounds, he's probably going to have a good chance of penetrating most of these heavy tanks in places that they wouldn't normally be penetrated by other tier 8s. Just the way this thing can look around corners at you is intimidating. I love it though when they overextend, make a mistake, and show that inside drive wheel a little bit, and you can easily penetrate that. That's just the most satisfying thing ever, because whenever this thing pokes at you, it's always like, oh gosh, here we go. This is gonna be another moment where I cannot fight back no matter what I do. But Philip here is being the aggressor in this battle. He's moved up to this building, to this rubble. He is taking shots from the AMX, but that's okay. He knows he can poke around the corner and return. And this 630 alpha gun is actually pretty scary at tier 8. And as you can see there on the gun barrel, Philip has his tank 3 marked already. And this replay is from, I think, the middle of January. So he must have been playing this tank a lot after getting it during the Christmas event. There we go. He had to look for that right place to penetrate. Penetrating the upper frontal plate of the AMX is a little bit difficult. He does have quite a bit of armor there, that AMX, but just, that's fine. Philip can work with it, that's for sure. And speaking of working with it, right through the front of that 7032's turret, which cannot always be done. But now Philip is down to 1 premium round, so if he wants to continue to do stuff like that, he has to be a little bit smart about it, because this is probably going to be his last freebie. But that's all he needs to finish off the Object 7032. There we go, he's picked up his first kill. That's only one of the 2 that his team has gotten so far, but his team is winning by a little bit, and he's managed to do almost 2,500 damage at this point, which is not too bad either. And ooh, is this AMX making a mistake? Oh yeah. So Philip manages to pick up a second kill, and that means he's now picked up 2 of the 3 kills that his team has acquired. Especially considering that Philip has not even received any damage yet himself. That's not too bad at all. Philip's now going to move up. He's seen his Conqueror friend is already up there as well. But now it's time for some free damage. Can he hit the front of that VK's turret? That thing is a little bit too squishy. I have no desire to play that line of tank at all. Because that VK, along with some of its counterparts, are just, they're too squishy, as I've said. It's just, why would I want to play a heavy tank that is slow and has no effective armor? What about the side of the Centurion? Yep, right through the side of the turret. The Centurion wasn't really paying attention. Didn't really know, I guess, that Philip was there, or at least not there at the moment, ready to take a shot. So there goes a good chunk of that Centurion's health points, just like that. Now, it is worth noting, too, yes, that's a tier 10. Philip is fighting tier 10s here, so the fact that he can maybe have an impressive game here, and that helps, is even more impressive given that fact, because he is going to be outclassed sometimes, but that won't stop him from picking up now nearing 5,000 damage done already in this battle. Now, if I were Philip, I'd be questioning, is this Centurion Action X going to push forward and let me shoot him again? If so, that's not very smart of him, so I doubt he will. But if he doesn't, what is my plan? Am I going to just sit here and wait? Am I going to push around the corner of that T10? Am I going to hope the T10 pushes around the corner, which I doubt he is too, because he's a one-shot kill, and there's still that can opener right there. But what about this AMX CDA over here? The CDA's taking some damage. Can Philip hit him? Oh yeah, there goes another 641 hit points from that CDA, who went from being full health a few seconds ago to being extremely delicate feeling now. There goes that Centurion Action X. He's no longer a problem. That means that Philip does not have to worry about being shot from above anymore. And look, the Waffenträger Panzer IV over there has made himself a viable target in this battle. Can Philip get any shots on him? Not at the moment. It looks like the Waffenträger is backed up. And That's the wrong target you hit there, Philip. You hit the back of your allied can opener. Luckily, ooh, Philip almost took damage for the first time in that battle. But that DZT is not going to make himself shootable. But yeah, a good thing that friendly fire is not a thing in this game anymore, aside from artillery stun, because years ago that would have been a big penetrating shot right into the back of your teammate. And I think it's a good thing that doesn't exist anymore in the game. It stops some of the griefers as well. And just really those accidental shots that happen once in a while you always had to worry about are no longer a worry. And there goes that CDA. Philip has now picked up his third kill. And I can't compare how he's doing to the rest of the team anymore, because the team has actually kind of picked up the slack as far as kills go and has entered the chat. Is this DZT going to give him... That's a mouthful to say. DZT. Say that 10 times fast, why don't you? Is he going to give Philip a shot? Oh, maybe. Yep, and there goes 600 hit points again from that DZT. Now adding to Philip's total of over 6,000 damage. Holy, I've only done 6,000 damage a few times in my tier 10s. I can probably count on one hand how many times. But Philip's doing that at tier 8. Mind you, it's an arguably overpowered tank, being this XM57. But still, impressive. But, well, I mean, that makes it even more impressive. What am I talking about? That's where Philip got spotted from. I was questioning, like, okay, clearly that didn't come from right in front of him. I don't think the Waffenträger has good enough camo to be unspotted up on the ridge, even if he could find a bush. But can Philip now find someone? Oh, hey there! 999 damage? Philip had a high explosive round planned for that Waffenträger. 999. That's very satisfying. Holy, that's another 1,000 damage, basically, Philip just did there. And he didn't even aim the shell properly. Sure, Philip is being cautious a little bit now. He has taken, finally, some damage from that Waffenträger Panzer IV, but seeing that he did twice as much damage back, more than twice as much, I don't think he's too upset about it. In fact, when he uploaded this replay, he pointed out in his replay description, he did that 999 damage shot, and he was quite proud of it. Can he penetrate that? Oh yeah, that's easy. That T-103 has really terrible armor. There's absolutely no surprise whatsoever that he penetrated that. I even wonder if he could have found a spot with high explosive maybe on that thing. Maybe not. Maybe that's asking a little bit too much. I think armor piercing that he did was the right call. And wow, there goes all of his hit points. He went from having so many hit points, not taking a hit in forever, to just, I guess, letting the enemy team farm him a little bit too much. I don't think he even realized, because I didn't realize initially, that enemy T-92 did 657 damage to him. Like, that's depressing. When artillery can hit you for so much, it just makes me sad. Anyway, that's still a spectacular game from Philip. Congratulations on that one. You pulled off a better result than most people have probably ever achieved in any tier in the game. GG. See you next time, guys.